Tara Bosch created a company that, 4 years later, she sold for $360 million. She started with a mold she bought on Amazon without any prior experience in one of the most competitive markets in the world: candies. Now, let me ask you a question. How many times have you tried to create your own business only to abandon it after facing thoughts like, there is too much competition, the best market niches are already taken, others know more than I do, I don't even know what I should sell? Well, in this video, I am going to show you how the case of Tara Bosch demonstrates that saturated markets don't exist and that no matter how much competition there is, you can always find your place. And even more, you'll discover 3 simple steps to start now.
Victorious warriors win first and then go to war, while defeated warriors go to war first and then seek to win.
Tara Bosch grew up in British Columbia, Canada. Raised by a single mother, she understood from a young age that she wanted financial independence. She worked part-time at McDonald's and Domino's Pizza at the early age of 13 and always loved sweets. But consuming them made her feel guilty because of the harmful effects of excessive sugar on the body.
It was my thing, and it was also my grandma's thing. It was like running through our blood. The lady at 7-Eleven knew my name because I was in there for penny candy several times a day, because I had an unhealthy relationship with food growing up that affected my confidence. So that is what sparked really the quest to innovate the first candy that kicks sugar, which led me to my kitchen and just began tinkering away to make healthy gummy bears.
Right after Tara launched her brand, market interest was evident, with Bed, Bath & Beyond being the first store to distribute her products. Sales rose to $2 million in the first year, then $16 million, $60 million in the third year, and by the fourth year, sales amounted to $125 million. At this point, Tara decided to sell her majority stake in the company, receiving $360 million for it. While at first glance it might seem that Tara was just lucky, the reality tells a different story. And no, her success was not because she was the first to make healthy candies, as Dr. John's has been doing that since 1995. Although the success of a company depends on many factors, the rise of smart sweets can be broken down into 3 steps that you can use to avoid guessing and start paving the path to your success. And in case you didn't notice, the keyword here is not market, but interest. When starting any business, you have no idea what skills you will need to acquire or how long you will have to persevere without seeing a reward. For this reason, entering a market you are passionate about is crucial.
People say you have to have a lot of passion for what you're doing, and it's totally true. And the reason is because it's so hard that if you don't, any rational person would give up. And you have to do it over a sustained period of time. So if you don't love it, you're going to give up.
Your natural interest in everything related to your niche market will keep you alert to opportunities and allow you to acquire the knowledge you need much faster and more easily than if you get involved in any market just for the economic reward. The problem is, how do you know if the market you have chosen is the right one? How can you make sure it will make money before you start? Here is a $100 million CEO with a solid answer.
To know I have a market that I should go after. Is the market in pain? All right. The second is the market growing? Right? Are they easy to find? Now the fourth one is purchasing power. All right, which is, do they have the monies? Right? Now, a quick example of this.
As you can see, competition is not part of the equation because there will always be room in the market for innovative solutions to the same problems. By comparing the healthy candy market with these 4 characteristics, we find the first reason for Smart Sweets' success. More and more people in the United States and the world have expressed concern about the negative effects of excess sugar on the body and are even willing to pay a higher price for sweets that they can consume without neglecting their health. Moreover, social media campaigns have proven to be particularly effective in attracting potential customers, showing that the target audience is easy to reach. Believe it or not, there are hundreds of markets that meet these characteristics, and some of them might surprise you. Apply this same analysis to the niche market you have chosen, and instead of worrying about the competition, take care of the next step. Once you have chosen your niche market, you need to create and offer a product or a service that alleviates the pain of your potential customers. This is when the question, "What should I sell?" arises. But as you are about to see, when you have chosen a hungry market, that question becomes irrelevant. In the mid-19th century, John Emery Powers became the first copywriter to be hired as such by a company, in this case, the famous department store Wanamaker. As often happens in such businesses, the store's warehouses began to fill with products in which customers had shown no interest. Mr. Wanamaker, concerned about the situation, asked his star copywriter to create an ad to promote those products. Powers could have written anything, designed complex sales funnels, or created an extravagant promotion to attract customers. Instead, he simply wrote,
"We have a lot of rotten gossamers and things we want to get rid of."
The ad was published, and just a few hours later, the warehouses were empty. Beyond Johnny Powers' use of persuasive writing, a topic we won't cover in this video, what this example demonstrates is that there is no product that doesn't sell, only poorly presented products. So to answer the question of what should I sell? Precisely, I'll tell you just one word: anything. I know it seems like a vague answer, but trust me, it isn't. Once you have evaluated and chosen the market in which you want to work, all you need is a product that solves the pain point for your potential customers. Smart Sweets, for example, offers a healthy alternative for all those people with a serious sweet tooth who care about their health. In your case, to come up with ideas, just ask yourself, what product can I sell or create with the resources I have? And don't worry about competition, because as long as the product you are selling effectively helps people solve their pain, competition shouldn't be a problem. Of course, you still need a differentiated message to stand out if you want to succeed, but more on that in a minute. If you find it hard to come up with a product, you probably lack experience. In that case, start offering your services as a freelancer to gain knowledge about your customers' needs. It is not ideal to trade your time for money, but it is definitely a very good first step. Selling your services is, in fact, the simplest and cheapest option to start an online business. The next level of difficulty is affiliate marketing. A step above that is creating your own digital products. And finally, e-commerce. None of these options is better or more lucrative than the others. They are just different. Choose the one that best suits your possibilities, because that is where you will have the greatest chance of success. Now, when creating a product, make sure it has a clear value proposition. This is, in fact, the solution to your customer's problem. In the case of Smart Sweets, their customers have a sweet tooth but are concerned about their health. So the brand's value proposition is: keep eating candy without risking your health. Next, you need something that makes you different. Many sugar-free foods use sugar alcohols that still have a negative impact on health. To differentiate themselves, Smart Sweets uses stevia instead to sweeten their candies. Finally, create a low barrier to entry. Don't get me wrong, low doesn't necessarily mean cheap, but easy. Smart Sweets offers you different ways to join them, from individual products to custom boxes. The idea here is to lessen the friction so that the customer has the chance to try your solution at low risk. Once the customer has entered your ecosystem, it will be easier for you to invite them to your higher level offers. But now, let's move on to the last step of our formula: the message. Smart Sweets, for example, doesn't sell healthy candies. Instead, they sell candies that kick sugar. This refers to one of their differentiating factors: their use of stevia to sweeten their candies, which sets them apart in a crowded market. So, build your message around that unique feature that makes you different. In that way, regardless of the competition, you'll always be heard. Now, when crafting your message, avoid simply describing the feature that sets you apart. Instead, ask yourself, what does my client gain from this differentiating feature? This way, you'll create a much more powerful message than just stating what makes you different. Using the message from Smart Sweets as an example, see how we could think of different versions that essentially say the same thing, but focus more on the brand's differentiating feature rather than the outcome the customer gets. Now, if you really want to become unstoppable and engrave your message in the minds of customers, add a feeling. The Smart Sweets message evokes joy. I'm happy because I can finally eat all the sweets I want. Nike makes you feel courage. Apple wants you to feel like part of a tribe. And Airbnb wants you to see the whole world as your home. I hope you found this information useful, but remember, it's not free. You owe me a like, a comment, and if you really enjoyed it, subscribe. Have a good one.